Good morning, everyone. It is the Monday after Thanksgiving, and I'm sure you are expecting me to drone on about Cyber Monday, online shopping, Black Friday, etc., etc. Well, no. I've got something completely different for you. This probably will not show up on Varney and Company this morning, but this really piqued my interest. And I think it's of interest to all of our viewers in America, and it's about gun control. I give you the case of Sergeant Nightingale, an Englishman. He belonged to and was an active member of the SAS, Special Air Services. That's the British equivalent of the Navy SEALs. He's been sentenced to 18 months in prison. Why? Because in his house he had a pistol, a handgun. It was a Glock. Okay? Ownership of handguns is absolutely illegal for everyone in Britain. Everybody. There was a terrible shooting of young children in a place called Dunblane, Scotland, many years ago, and it was done with a handgun. And after that, all handguns were banned in England. You can't even belong to a pistol club, a shooting club. You can't have it. You can't have an antique pistol. You can't do it. Sergeant Nightingale was given this Glock by the Iraqi special forces that he'd been training. It was a gift when he left Iraq. It also served in Afghanistan. It comes back to England, and he's got a mental problem because he took part in a 130-mile race in the Amazon jungle, had epileptic fits, and he said he had forgotten that he'd got the Glock in his house. He'd forgotten because of his emotional problems from all this physical fitness stuff. Okay, he's sentenced to 18 months in prison. What do you think about that? Here's a man who served his country, and served well, by the way, in the Special Air Services, the equivalent of the Navy SEALs, but because he's got a handgun in his house, which was discovered in a completely different, unrelated police investigation, he's got the handgun, he goes to prison. He was advised that if he pleaded innocent in front of the court, he faced the risk of 5 years in jail. So he pleaded guilty, and they gave him 18 months. National outcry in Britain. I put it to you, that's the result of draconian laws, sweeping laws that say you shall not have a handgun. Of course you can't do it in America, but maybe there are people who want to do just that, and you would have exactly the same consequences. A patriot in prison for 18 months because he had a pistol in his house. Interesting, isn't it? But you'll hear more about Cyber Friday or Cyber Monday or Black Friday and online shopping and the riots in Egypt and all the rest of it, and some Republicans caving on tax increases. You'll hear about that on Varney and Company in 3 hours. I do hope you can join us.